Okay, here I am, about to start my hike in the afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. It's a little bit later than I hoped to start, but I'm doing it anyway. And it occurred to me that one of the very first video blogs I ever did, and I remember I did like 6 takes of it because it had to be perfect, and now I don't really ever do a second take, was about acknowledgement. And it was one of the first practices on the affirmation side of the equation that I started doing, and that was 6 months ago, 7 months ago. And it's time to return to that, and because it's so easy to get caught up in what's the next thing to do, and kind of keeping on track and making sure that you're doing all of these practices in the midst of everything that life is throwing your way. And I find for me that the last thing I do is acknowledge. And for about 4 months, I had a daily practice of sitting down and writing down my gratitude, gifts, and gains. And that's a practice from Christine Kane. To find at least 5 things, specific things in each of those categories to write down each day. And really, it's not about writing it down, it's about spending the time in your mind to contemplate those areas of acknowledgement for yourself, and to train yourself to dwell in acknowledgement. And for me, put this down, that's a challenge, and I see that in myself as even as I move through things and have amazing experiences, go through incredible leaps in my own personal growth, that I'm always thinking of what's next. And I'm much better now than I was 6 months or a year ago, because I've practiced, but now it's time to renew the practice, return to it. So I'm going to spend this hike just thinking about ways to acknowledge myself, starting with today and kind of going back in time, maybe over the last month, because it's been a very active month. How can I acknowledge myself? What am I grateful for in my life? What gifts have I received? What have I learned? And how have I grown as a person? And that sounds so uplifting, energizing, and brings a smile to my face as I go on the hike. So there's nothing to purge from my mind. There's nothing to be burned away. There's no loss to experience right now. It's just acknowledgement. So that's my message for today, and we'll see what happens. Have a great one.